What is up, people? What is up, gente? So I wanted to make a video just to give you guys a little update on my first run with FlowTrans, man. It's been a really good runs, man. They got the miles, man. I will tell you that. They got the miles in tanker. Well, at least with FlowTrans, man. I mean, first of all, I got this beautiful 2023 Mac. You guys have seen in that tanker, man. It just looks amazing, man. I never thought that I'd be a tanker this soon, but I am, right? And it's great. Like I said, they have the miles. When I picked up the truck from Knoxville, I went over to Wisconsin, and I picked up the trailer. The tanker trailer. I picked that up. And it was a brand new trailer from there that I picked up, and I took it down and got loaded with milk in Monroe, Wisconsin. And I took that load of milk over to New Jersey. That was my second time going into the Northeast, Jersey specifically. The first time I had ever gone there was with my trainer at Night Transportation, and that was a pretty cool experience when I went with him. But this time around it was by myself, and as y'all know, that streets is tight as heck. But currently I'm now here in Vermont, so from New Jersey over here in Vermont, and then from Vermont I'm gonna take this load over to Pennsylvania. So, and they're pretty good runs, man. They're solid runs, you know, like 900 miles and plus, man. So if you're looking into tanker and you want to get into tanker, man, give these guys a try. FlowTrans, call them up, and it's no touch freight, so you ain't got to worry about hooking up hoses and whatnot. If you've seen my last orientation video that I did, or I talked about, the orientation was smooth. They're really friendly people. It's a very small business type of feel to it, atmosphere, and that's what I really like, because prior to trucking I worked 11 years for a family owned small business, and I love that environment of where everybody just kind of feels, I don't want to say like family, but everybody just kind of knows each other, or like it's more, I don't know, it just feels more friendlier. I'm not gonna sit here and be all that type of dude that, oh, family, because at the end of the day, let's be real, I have my own family, alright? So I just want somewhere to work where I'm going to feel respected and treated with dignity, and respect. That's all I'm concerned about. And making money, right? So if you can give me that and make me feel, make me feel good about myself, and, make me feel like I'm doing something honorable with my job, then I'm good. And, and I can put some money in my pockets, I'm good, man. So, yeah, man. So I'm in this rest area right now. I started driving at 8 p.m. out of Jersey, and made it here at 6 in the morning, about 6 in the morning. But that's because I had to go out to Albany, New York to get fuel at that pilot out there, so I kind of had to go out my way. And so I drove up here, man, and the scenery was beautiful, even though I couldn't see much until, daybreak, which is also something funny, because out here apparently the sun starts to rise at 4ish, 4:30ish. So that was pretty cool, seeing that huge difference. And all I know, guys, is that I'm extremely excited for what this position holds with tanker. And I know some of y'all have been asking me, hey man, talk about the tanker experience, and since I'm fairly, just getting my foot into it, all I know is that it just excites me, and I can't believe I'm doing tanker. You guys probably like, oh man, you're being over exaggerated. It's not that big of a deal, but to me it is a big of a deal, because like in my last video I explained that the very first recruiters at my trucking school was a tanker company, was a local tanker company. And since I didn't get hired, it always made me feel like, what if I got into tanker? So now that I'm officially a tanker, it just makes me feel so, I don't know, it makes me feel accomplished, it makes me feel happy. And I think ultimately, that's what makes me excited to drive this thing. You know, knowing that I can finally do tanker, and I can prove to myself that I can do it. And now, you know, the whole experience of driving tankers, man, it is something a little bit more different, just in the sense that, so when you're going downhill, that liquid comes down to the front, and it starts pushing you, man. I mean, just pushing you. And when you're going uphill, that liquid goes to the back. And oh man, all I know, it's just a different experience, man. And too, and also when you're coming to a stop at these stop signs or stop lights, you can feel that liquid tugging at you. So you got to be prepared. You got to start slowing down more, even more so than, you know, when I was driving that drive-in or that reefer. And you can feel it tugging. It starts shaking the truck a little bit, you know. And when you do come to a stop, if you come to a stop real hard, you can feel it. It's like boom. And like, I don't want to be over-exaggerated, but I feel like my gut's rattling, you know. So I'm still trying to adjust to how to brake and how to slow down, because one of the things they told us at orientation was like, this will humble you real quick. And it does, man, because when you brake, if you don't, you know, time it well, and you don't, you know, brake down slowly, it makes you feel like, oh crap, what's going on? It almost makes you feel like you were hit. Like, it really does. And same thing when you're picking up speed, you know, when you're about to take off from the stoplight or from, you know, the stop sign and green lights or whatever. When you're about to take off, same thing. You got to go slowly. You know, you can't just press on that pedal, because when you do, again, same thing. You hear that boom and it starts tugging at you. So you just got to be more patient with the tanker. That's a few things I'm learning right now. But overall and all, man, it's nothing that you can't do. It's nothing that can't be learned. Obviously, just like anything else in life, it just takes some time. So you just can't be afraid, and you just got to be willing to understand and be easy on yourself that, hey, eventually I'll get it right. And that's what I'm trying to do, man. Just take it day by day. And all I know is, though, I'm enjoying it, man. It's just a different form of trucking, different style. You gotta be more easy, you gotta be more patient, especially with the curves too. That's another thing, the curves, you gotta take it slow, because if not, you can feel it. But anyways, I'm at this rest area here in Vermont, man. I'm picking up in the morning at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, so I'm just chilling here. I DoorDashed me some pizza, so I'm just waiting on my pizza to get here. And I just figured I might as well just, you know, talk to you guys for a bit and encourage you if you're trying to get into tanker, or even if you're trying to do something different, you know, whatever it is, whether it's in trucking or whatever it is in life. If you're just trying to do something different, I would encourage you to go for it, man. Don't be afraid. Don't waste time pondering too much, procrastinating too much. You know, obviously study it, you know, get to know something about it, do some research on it. And if it's something you really want to do, and if it's something that's going to, you know, change your life, go for it. Don't be afraid. And, you know, one of the great advices I got from one of the homies out here on the road, from saludos and shout outs to the homie Daniel, over at Night Transportation, and también to the homie Yadis too, you know, for asking questions about it and whatnot, and encouraging me and whatnot, and wishing me the best. One of the things Daniel told me was that, hey man, forget what everybody else is telling you. Do it yourself, because you can hear all these people talk about, oh, you know, don't do this or do that or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's up to your own personal experience, right? So anyways, all I'm going to say is go for it, guys. Go for it. So making my first delivery here in New Jersey, man. Waiting in line. Alright, man. So I ended up sleeping on the side of the road, man. On the side of the road from the building where I got unloaded from, because they didn't finish unloading me until almost 2:30 and what. So I was out of hours of service, and I could PC, but I mean, at that time, where am I going to really find parking out here in Jersey, right? So I just figured, let me just pull onto the side of the road. It was empty in the night, and I saw one other truck parked on the side, so I figured, whatever, let me just pull over here and park. And I woke up, and I still wasn't dispatched, and then I did get a load, but then it was canceled. And so I just decided, you know what, I can just PC over to the nearest travel plaza out here. I think it's the Vince Lombardi Travel Plaza by the Turnpike, and that's where I decided to drive off to. And so this is the footage of me driving or PCing my way out to the travel plaza. Now, I don't know if you guys like this style of footage or not. Let me know if it's like, if you basically let me know if you guys like this camera angle, because if it is, then I'll record more videos with this angle, and if it ain't, well, you know, I won't. In the meantime, I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'm gonna leave you guys with the footage, and stay safe out there for all the trucking vatos. And yeah, man.